You know, it's such nice fall weather. We decided to take a little round trip in the central part of Alberta. From central Alberta, we headed west toward the mountains on one of the highways there. So follow along. It'll be a nice, enjoyable ride with lots of fall colors. We are going to follow upstream along the North Saskatchewan River into this mountain headwaters of the river. This is Peyto Lake along the Banff-Jasper Highway number 93. But in this video, again, we are going to start in central Alberta and follow the river upstream into this kind of Canadian Rockies mountain country. We are starting halfway between Calgary and Edmonton at the city of Red Deer. Just north of Red Deer, we'll turn west and follow Highway 11. And the first place we come to is Sylvan Lake. Sylvan Lake is a popular summer resort of central Alberta. And it was the beginning of the fall when we made this road trip. You can see the effects of the planet drying up. The lake has a nice waterfront, and it's a pleasant drive along the edge of the lake. We are making our way out of Sylvan Lake and heading toward Highway 11 and west on 11. We picked the right time of year. Look at those golden needles there. Those are tamarack trees, I believe, mostly. The pine and the spruce do not change from their green color, but the tamarack tree does. A tamarack tree is a type of larch tree, and the terms are used interchangeably. We just pulled off the highway for a while here, but we'll get back to it. Look at there on the left. A little snowfall. The cool weather brings on the change of the colors. It is a change in scenery from the all green of summer. I have seen the needles a more glossy golden in the tamarack trees, but the warm weather seems to dull the fall colors a bit. Those green trees on the right look like pine trees, and they, along with the spruce trees, do not change color. We left Sylvan Lake heading west on Highway 11, and we drove past the community of Rocky Mountain House. And Rocky Mountain House was one of the main trading posts of the Hudson Bay Company for the first 75 years after 1800. Today, Rocky Mountain House has been declared a National Historic Site because of its involvement in the early fur trade. The famous explorer and surveyor David Thompson used this place as one of his centers in the early fur trade. It was called the Rocky Mountain House because it was in sight of the Rocky Mountains to the west. I remember helping my dad in Rocky Mountain House as a kid. For $1 a pole, we used those draw knives and pulled the barks off of the poles. The other thing I remember about Rocky Mountain House was that the main street at that time was on quite a slant, quite an incline. And when the rain came, the mud came, and cars were stuck on the main street of Rocky Mountain House quite a bit. We are getting closer to those mountains in the distance. Highway 11, as you can see, it's a nice two-lane highway, nice parking spots or pull-off lanes on each side in case you have some trouble. But it was a nice time of year. You know, there's quite a difference between the colors, the fall colors in eastern Canada and here in the west. In the west here, leaves and needles change to a golden color. Whereas in a lot of the hardwoods that grow in eastern Canada, those colors are more reddish. Let me show you an example of some of those eastern colors. I took a few pictures when I was down there. Eastern provinces have drawn tourism in the fall, more than in Western Canada, probably because of the larger population in the eastern part of the country. We are back in the Golden West. The University of Alberta in Edmonton, their official colors are green and gold. And you can see how they got those colors. The green and gold that you see in the fall around here. Here is a close-up of the tamarack needles. They will eventually fall right off as winter comes on. But the green stays green with the pine and the spruce trees. Nice variation in color. We'll just turn the radio on, listen to a little bit of music as we roll on down the highway here. Have you ever wondered why the forest changes color in the fall? Well, the green color is a green substance called chlorophyll that gives plants their green color. As fall temperatures drop and there is less sun each day, the plants begin to make less chlorophyll, and the green color diminishes. The red and orange colors that we now see, they're already in the plant, and they start to become more dominant. We are still on the road, and we just left the small community of Nordegg. Nordegg is just west of Rocky Mountain House. Nordegg started off as a coal mine. Brazeau collieries were well known in the early days. Nordegg was also the site of a provincial jail, minimum security jail, and that was well known in those days. It was a big outlying area, far from everywhere. Where would you escape to besides into the bush and probably get lost yourself? We passed Nordegg, and we're coming up to Lake Abraham, which is on the North Saskatchewan River. We are getting into more rock as we get closer to the mountains. And we're getting the first glimpse of Lake Abraham. It is Alberta's largest man-made reservoir. And it is the backwater of the Bighorn Dam that is across the North Saskatchewan River here. The river is a glacier-fed river, and the fine stone particles ground up by ancient mountain glaciers is what gives these waters here their unique pale blue color. The glacial silt in the water bends the sun's rays, giving us this beautiful blue color. And this is beautiful country. This part of the highway is probably, in my view, the most scenic part of Highway 11. We will just roll along here, heading west until we come to the eventual T intersection, where we'll either have to turn left or right. Right would go to Jasper, and the left would go south toward Banff. So we're headed for that intersection right now, and just enjoying the sun and the scenery, and a little background music as we roll along. Snow on the mountains there, it is hard to tell if that is fresh snow covering the mountain or if it is just fresh snow covering a glacier of more permanent or year-round ice. But we are at the park gate. We will turn south to Banff. The northern road goes to Jasper. This Banff-Jasper Parkway is the most scenic in the Canadian Rockies. And the coastal highways of BC, the Yukon, or Alaska are hard-pressed to equal its uniqueness and beauty. Let's keep on rolling on down the highway, listening to some good music and looking at some good scenery. I'm enjoying this ride today. I remember one time I came down this highway in the middle of winter, and about up to my axles in snow. One line of tracks down the middle of the highway, and I followed it. I was coming south then and heading from Jasper all the way to the Trans-Canada Highway near Banff. These rivers that flow out of the mountains are considered heritage rivers from the days of the fur trade. Even though it's late fall, still lots of tourists on the road. It is pretty late in the fall, but just look at the traffic that still comes through these national park areas to see the glaciers up above there. You will see a lot of motorhome rentals in this area. Well, I hope you enjoyed the little trip that we had. Beautiful colors. There's nothing like getting out in the fall before the snow comes to enjoy nice fall weather. And in central Alberta, we had that experience. This is I Go Travel with Don Barnett. Hit the subscribe button, and that'll tell you when we're putting more videos on the internet. Until then, so long for now. We'll see you down the road. To find more of my travel videos, just Google, like it says there, Google my name, Don Barnett 5090. And click on my name when it comes up, and click on the word playlist in the middle of the page. And each playlist contains several travel videos, so scroll down those playlists.